CQ20, CQ20, CQ20 meters, CQ, CQ20, CQ20, CQ20 meters, CQ, CQ20, CQ20, CQ20 meters, CQ20, CQ20, CQ20 meters, kilowatt 0, radio Whiskey Bravo, calling CQ, CQ20, CQ20 meters, CQ20, kilowatt 0, radio Whiskey Bravo, calling CQ, any station, anywhere.
Whiskey 1, Echo Juliet Echo.
K0RWB.
Whiskey 1, Echo Juliet Echo, is that a Roger?
That's a Roger, QSO.
Okay, fine business there, Eric. Hey, thanks for giving us a call today. The name here is Randy. We are 35 miles east of downtown Kansas City, Missouri, playing radio this afternoon and live streaming on YouTube. How are you today?
Very good. My name is Eric, and I'm on the seacoast of New Hampshire. Bands are opening up on 20 and 17 right now, so it's great.
Yeah, fine business. Well, I had a point down in Florida, so let me come up your way a little bit to try to bring you up in my receive, hopefully for you as well. Didn't have a problem hearing you, mind you, but it always helps to get pointed in the right direction there, Roger.
Yeah, there you go. You're coming in 10 over here.
Well, you know, I'm really glad that the 95 watts is working. We always like to keep 5 watts in the reserve there to bust those pileups there.
Okay, very good. Yeah, I'm running an IC 7300 barefoot, 100 watts full power with a brand new doublet I put up this week, balanced all the way to a 4-to-1 Balin and coax to my AT2K.
Okay, fine business. So how long have you had the 7300?
I bought it when I got my General in 2018, I think, but I had her up and it came down. I had to take a tree down and I didn't get it up for another year and a half. So I've actually just been playing hard here for, I don't know, the winter really, 9 months. And so I'm just getting back into it and I'm a newbie.
Well, 5 minutes away. Well, welcome to the hobby. You certainly have the right equipment to start with, of course. Yeah, I have a 7300 that I bought in January. I ran it for about 5 weeks. It's now my backup radio in an alternate shack downstairs, and the new rig, which is 3 weeks old today, is the new Yaesu FTDX10. So we're having some fun with that as well. But we like the 7300. It's going to end up being our portable rig. Very easy to set up. They sound really well out of the box. And you can tweak the transmit audio a little here and there, and then they sound like $1 million, Roger.
Yeah, so how's my voice there?
Nice and clear. There's a little noise on the band, but it sounds good to me. Quick question, run through your settings. I'd be curious what they're set at. Next go around, tell me where you've got your mic gain and your compression set at there. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm running, like I said, 100% power. My mic gain is at 50, and my comp is centered on 5.
Okay, fine business. Yeah, you know, it's interesting. I've talked to a lot of operators the last 8 weeks or so while I'm doing this live stream, and a lot of operators with 7300s. It's very interesting, Eric. Nobody has the same settings, but, you know, that's okay because we all have different voices. Just giving an example, mine is set at 20% mic gain, and compression is on 2, and then the transmit bass is +3, and the transmit treble is at +4. But again, you know, everybody's voice is different, and you know, it's really hard to hear a bad 7300. Even with the stock microphone, they do quite well with that microphone. Again, you can always go to different mics and probably get a little bit more fidelity. But boy, I tell you right out of the box, it's a terrific radio there, Roger.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy for the money spent. I'm using stock mic. It's all stock, and I'm using an AT2K that I just got from a buddy a couple of weeks ago, and I put up the doublet, and it's a lot better than the Buckmaster Wyndham I was using.
Yeah, no doubt. You know, doublet, very versatile antenna, and you're sitting solid at 5.9, so it's definitely working, and nice to see we've got a little bit of conditions opening up. Boy, I tell you, the last 3 or 4 days, your part of the world, you guys out there just sound absolutely phenomenal. I'm not sure if it's something in the ground, in the air, near the water or what, but very seldom do I hear a station in your neck of the woods that isn't a 5.9, sometimes 5.9 plus. So gosh, I guess whatever you guys doing, you just keep on doing there, Roger.
Yeah, very good. I don't know. The ground froze up. It was warm a couple weeks ago, 50, and then it's been down to 12 or 15 on the mornings lately, although right now it's about 32. So the ground's frozen. I'm not so sure if that helps us. This antenna's up at 55 feet, so I went up an extra 20 feet from what I had on the window before. I think that's helping me a lot.
Yeah, altitude does wonders for antennas. We run a hex beam. It's up at 45 feet from the base plate to the ground. Of course, it's pointed your direction, of course, and that certainly helps us a little bit. It's always nice to be able to direct your signal when possible. But when we first started out, same way, 40-meter dipole, 160-meter inverted L, and we had a lot of success with it, had a lot of fun. But over time, sometimes pieces of equipment for the station just happen to show up magically, and that's kind of where we're at today. But anyway, yeah, I looked at my log, Eric. I don't see a contact, so I appreciate the first contact with you today. And like I said, we're actually live on YouTube. If you're really interested in how your audio sounds over the air, you could go to the channel and listen to the playback. All you do is put in my call, K0RWB, and you'd be able to pull up today's playback. And something else that we're doing as well, we have a local amateur radio store here in the metro area, and we're doing the gift certificate giveaways each Wednesday. So tonight, we'll be doing a drawing for a free giveaway, and the only qualification for you would be to subscribe to the channel. In the live chat, put in your call sign and type in it to win it, and that would make you eligible. We're going to do that next couple of weeks to see how it works. We like to buy and promote local when possible, so it's a win-win for everybody. Roger.
Yes, very good, Randy. Well, good to hear you today, and I'll let you get on, and I'm sure you'll find lots of other guys on right now. I was just on 17, and Italy is banging in here. I don't know why exactly, but out of all the countries, they're the ones who are, every couple of clicks, so that's pretty fun. All right, K0RWB. This is W1EJE, 73.
You bet, Eric. Hey, thanks for the first contact today. I hope to work you again. Yeah, I heard earlier as well Italy was in, so it should be a lot of fun as well. Take care, my friend. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. Have a great what's left of the week and a good weekend. And feel free to stop by anytime, my friend. Whiskey 1, Echo, Juliet, Echo, Kilowatt 0, Radio, Whiskey, Bravo, 73.
73.
It's K0RWB. We'll QRZ, any station, anywhere.
K0RWB, Kilo 7, Fox Alpha Whiskey.
Kilo 7, Fox Alpha Whiskey. Good afternoon. How are you today?
Well, I'm doing well, sir. How about you?
Well, I tell you, if I was doing any better, I wouldn't know what to do with myself. How's that for an answer? I'm going to bring the beam around there since you're on the back side. Looks like you're just north of Phoenix, so hopefully you'll come up in my receive, and I'll come up in yours as well. So a nice thing I like about the beam, I can hear people 180 off, and then I can pull the beam around and hopefully come back around again. Go ahead.
Well, there you go. That's much better there, Roger.
Yeah, it's amazing to actually know in real time that it works there, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. I wished I had one myself, but unfortunately, that's not the case right now, Roger.
Yeah, again, just talking with New England stations, you work with the equipment you have. I think we've all started that way. It's just a little, over time things start to accumulate and what have you, and but that's okay. The idea is to get out and make contacts there, Roger.
Romeo, India, Charlie Hotel, and I am in north central Arizona, very close to the city of Prescott, Arizona, about 17 miles south, actually, in a little town called Dewey, Arizona. Delta Echo, Whiskey Echo Yankee, and I'm at 4,600 feet in elevation, and I am running the A2 FPDX 101 Delta with a A2 M100 dual condenser has dual condensers in it. I don't know if you're familiar with that microphone, and running a 100-foot long inset antenna in an inverted L at 52 feet off the ground at the apex, going into a 9-to-1. Roger.
Yeah, fine business. Do you have the mic EQ on or off?
The EQ is always, you mean in the radio, or I don't have an EQ adjustment on the microphone. I've got a C for condenser and a D for dynamic, and then I have low cut and high cut.
Yeah, I'm just curious if you run it on the rig itself. I run the FTDX 10, and I have the option of having the mic EQ on or mic EQ off. And just curious if you run it with it on or off. It makes no difference either way. It's just it's interesting to see the different kinds of settings that different operators have. And interestingly, I've never run across anybody who runs the same ones twice. There, Roger.
Oh, QSL, yeah, I didn't realize it. It's been on, so I have it in the on mode, Roger.
No, fine business. Yeah, I run mine generally off, of course. What I've noticed, of course, I don't like to listen to myself anyway, but I've noticed on the playbacks that I do on YouTube that with the EQ on, it sounds kind of pitchy. Might be great for DX work, but maybe not so much for the modified rag chew there, Roger.
Yeah, QSL on that. Well, I just set the EQ off. I don't know if it makes a difference or not, but it's in off mode now, Roger.
Yeah. You can tell a difference, of course. And I just again, it works either way. With the EQ on, you do get a little bit more punch to it, of course. Like I said, I run it primarily this way. When I listen to the playbacks, it sounds more like me. When I run with the compression on, it just sounds a little bit more tinny, a little bit more treble. But again, we could spend days and days and days, couldn't we, trying to get the audio the best we could there, Roger?
Oh yeah, it seems like it's a never-ending battle, and everybody has their own way to go with that, And so, yeah, where do you go? What do you do, Roger?
Yeah, well, I think that's why a lot of these manufacturers keep making newer and upgraded products, because they have a pretty good idea we'll probably buy them at some point. We ran the stock mic for this for just about a week, and we had another microphone and Audio Technica that we put in line, but it wasn't enough drive for that microphone. So we went to our local amateur radio store that we have here in the Kansas City Metro, and he put 4 microphones on the bench for me with my rig and headphones, and we just kind of went through the list one by one, and we ended up with this one. This is a Heil PR781, and it seemed to match up with this radio the best. The rig's only 3 weeks old, so I would say that the mic and the radio are still getting to know each other, so to speak. So anyway, yeah, it's working. And again, I like the idea of if you make adjustments and so forth, especially what I'm doing now is I can always go back and listen to it later on YouTube. And if I want to make any type of adjustments, I can. So that's always a nice thing to do. K7FAW, K0RWB, back to you.
All right, sir. K0RWB, and may I ask your name?
Yes, sir. I'm sorry. The name here is Randy, Romeo Alpha November Delta Yankee. QTH is 35 miles east of downtown Kansas City, Missouri.
Okay, Randy, got you there. I just wanted to get you written down there for sure. Yeah, prior to, I've had this microphone about 4 days now, and prior to that, I had a Pro 6 Heil on it, and I still use the headset on the Pro 6, so for my listening, because I like the way the headset sounds. I just get a much clearer picture on receive with in my ears with the headset. But other than that, I've had nothing but good feedback with the Yaesu microphone there, Roger.
Yeah. I run a headset on portable work. It's a Heil Micro or Pro Micro headset, and it doesn't have a lot of fidelity, but it has a decent punch. And when you're running low power, you can use whatever you can, to get out there. I run a set of headphones here. The YL works from home, so at least she only has to hear one part of the conversation. She doesn't like to hear the hiss of the volume on the radio. So again, kind of like you, we like to be able to hear what we can. So the headphones allow us to kind of dial it in a little better, as so to speak. So that's kind of how we do ours. And again, I'm not sure if you heard or not when I go East Coast, West Coast, but we are live. We are live on YouTube right now, and we're streaming. So our QSO is going into YouTube. And if you're curious yourself how your audio sounds like, I think it sounds great. But again, I'm not the final decision maker. You would be. You can actually go to the playback and listen to our QSO, and you've actually transmitted now with EQ on and EQ off, and you could be a judge and see what you like better yourself. So all you would do basically is just type in my call sign in the search bar, K0RWB. Look for the video with today's date on it, of course. And in about 15 minutes in, you could fast forward and you could be able to listen to it then there, Roger.
Oh, QSL. Well, I will definitely do that, Randy, and I appreciate you passing that information on to me for sure. And congrats on the new FTD X10. I had my 101 Delta for roughly about 3 months now. Prior to that, it was a Kenwood 590 Sugar Gulf. But I'm extremely happy with the 101 Delta and its little brother. I have several people that I know locally that have bought the 10, and they just love that radio. So, and I love my 101 Delta. So there you go.
Yeah, I looked at that as well, and my previous radio had dual VFOs and receivers, and I just really never used that second receiver. And I thought, well, in actuality, why spend the extra money, so to speak, for that if I'm not going to use it? So that kind of made us lean toward this one. I do love the receivers. The latest Sherwood report, the 101 was #1 in Sherwood. We have the same receivers, so I would think this would be the same way. It is very, very tight between the dynamic noise reduction, and the notch, and the filtering, the roofing filters. I mean, you can really dial stuff down, and that's really kind of nice when you get nearby stations, so it doesn't overload the receiver. So that's a real nice benefit. And one last thing I'll tell you here real quick, because we have a local amateur store here in the metro, I always like to buy local, promote local, and the amateur store is called Associated Radio, but we have each Wednesday we have a gift certificate giveaway, which we will be doing tonight on the drawing. And if you're interested in being a part of that or eligible for it, all we ask is you subscribe to the channel, and in the open chat, you type in your call sign and type in it to win it, and then that would make you eligible for the one tonight. If not, we'll do it again next week as well. Again, just food for thought. If you're interested, sometimes people like to have extra pieces of coax or connectors or whatever it is, and they do have an online store as well, and all the information of how to redeem the certificate would be in the envelope that we would be mailing out. So anyway, food for thought. We thought they would pass along to you as well, Roger.
Oh, QSL, there, Randy, for sure. I just pulled you up on YouTube there, and I'm looking at, you got several videos here. You got March 16th, a couple of them there, and March 15th. So do I need to go what do I need to do to proceed?
Well, there should be one that should be showing up live right now. It should be like the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. It should say live. And it would also say today's date, which is, of course, March 17th. That is the most current one. And again, if you find that and it pulls up, you get to see my smiley face, so to speak. And then you see the chat on the right-hand side, and that's where you'd put in your call. And in it to win it. Thank you, Marty, for doing that. Kilowatt Mike 6 Papa Romeo Alpha. Thank you for doing that, Marty, and nice to hear you again as well. So, but yeah, that's what you would do there, Roger.
So QSL. Okay, Randy. I will proceed on YouTube here and see if I can run it down. And I appreciate you getting back to me, sir. I'll let you go. Great sounding station. The radio is working well for you, along with that microphone. Sounds good on my end. Anyways, Randy, I'll let you go. K0 Whiskey Bravo Kilo 7 Fox Alpha Whiskey. We're going to be going clear. See you.
Hey, thanks again. Hey, thanks for stopping by and give us a call. Appreciate it. We try to be out here about 2 o'clock Central during the week. On Fridays, we do 40-meter Fridays. So we work on 40 meters. We're able to pick up other stations and so forth. Unfortunately, this Friday we will not be. Life has gotten in the way for Friday, but we do that whenever possible. But we are generally out here at 2 o'clock Central for a few hours or until the band dies off. But we do appreciate you giving us a call. I didn't see a contact in the log, so I do thank you so much for that. And we look forward to working you again. And if you hear us out there, stop in and say hello. We'll just pick it up where we left off. I'll say 7-3s for now. Kilo 7 Foxtrot Alpha Whiskey, Kilowatt 0 Radio Whiskey Bravo 7-3s.
Kilo India. Thank you, sir.
Okay, 7-3s. And we'll go ahead and clear. This is Kilowatt 0 Radio Whiskey Bravo. We're pointed out west, see if we have any West Coast stations.
Must be doing pretty good off the bat.
I like to, but hang on. We'll check one more time, and I'll come back around for you.
Okay.
Any West Coast 6 or 7 call areas? Kilowatt 0 Radio Whiskey Bravo.
Kilo Charlie 7, Whiskey Foxtrot Delta.
I'm getting it. Let's see. Kilo Charlie 7, Whiskey Foxtrot Delta. Roger?
Roger, sir. Yeah, nice to talk to you finally. I actually been listening to your show here the last couple of weeks, and just thought I'd jump in here and say hey to you, and you're sounding good here in Washington State, Roger.
Well, I appreciate that. I don't have a problem going back in the East Coast, West Coast. The rotor does a nice job, but if I'm already pointed that way, that's fine. But again, a lot of people hear me off the backside of the beam, which I think we just heard a few minutes ago, and that's okay. But, hey, I appreciate it. You said you've been listening for a while. I appreciate that as well. We try to make it, something for everybody. And we've got you pulled up here. Yeah, Washington State. Boy, I don't get into there too often, so we appreciate it as well. I did have a chance to glance at the meter there. You were 5.9 plus about 10, so I've got a nice little pipeline with you there, Roger.
Oh, Roger. Yeah, you're a solid S9 here as well, bouncing over occasionally. And your audio is actually exceptional. The handle is Tracy, Tango Romeo Alpha Charlie Yankee. And I'm talking to you on 200 watts out of a separate DB32 at about 75 feet, Roger.
Oh, wow. Hey, that's terrific. Yeah, it's doing the job. It's nice to see, I guess. This morning I talked with a couple of operators and said that the band was in really terrible shape, but I've just now gone from Connecticut, Florida, and then now Arizona and Washington State. So I guess it's a benefit being central U.S. because I'm getting it from both sides. And it's a terrific thing about amateur radio. When the bands are great, man, you can talk to everybody there, Roger.
QSL, yeah, actually, you're a solid 10 over now. So the bands are actually in really good condition as far as I can tell. And, and I hear that myself. I hear guys a lot of times saying the bands are bad and stuff. But, to be honest with you, I think most of the time it's really there's just nobody on when they're listening because they go and they say the bands are bad. I turn on the radio and I hear quite a few things, and I know that some would say, oh, the big antennas, so yeah. But even with that, I generally use a dipole. I don't generally jump onto the beam right away, and it's just simply because you hear mostly one direction or you get isolated off the side. So I'm generally on the dipole. I did jump on the beam to point your way just to make sure you could hear me because I wasn't sure if you were pointing my way because last time that I was listening to you, you were pointing towards New York. But, I think for the most part, it's more of a timing thing. Roger?
Yeah, it's funny you say that, that people talk about the bands being dead, and I know that firsthand. And I give you a terrific example. There are so many people probably the last week that are on 15, and you don't hear them talking. But boy, I tell you, you go around about 295, 297, you call CQ, and you've got 8 or 9 stations coming back. So yeah, it's interesting. I mean, the worst thing that can happen is you call CQ and nobody answers, and that's not the end of the world. but generally speaking, you know, there's usually some activity somewhere, and I'm really happy today. I didn't know what to think, but you know, so far everybody has been a 5.9 plus. So for where I'm at, my QTH, the bands are in terrific shape. Roger.
QSL, sir, QSL. Well, I'm going to get out of here because I know there's a lot of other guys that want to talk to you, and I appreciate you being out there, and even the live stream helps promote the hobby even better. People get a better, you know, understanding and view of HF, and hopefully they'll get away from the VHF, UHF. Not that there's anything wrong with it because I love it myself, but it'd be nice, you know, to get a few more of these newer hams onto the HF bands, get more people to talk to, and that way they'd be more occupied. But again, thank you, sir, for your time, and I'm going to get out of here, and appreciate you doing what you do. Have a good one. Again, KC7WFD 73, sir.
Okay, Tracy. How about 30 over that time? So what you're doing is just getting better and better. Hopefully you heard the last go-around about the gift certificate giveaway and how to qualify, correct?
Oh, Roger. Yeah, and actually, I was going to mention that to you, too. I don't know if you turned or what, but you're actually about a 20 over now here at my QTH.
Oh, gosh. Well, I didn't know that. I got my preamp 1 on. I guess I need to go back and change it. But, hey, you know what? We're hearing each other true. Yeah, honestly, it sounds like you're not sitting next to me. You're at the house next to me. How's that sound?
Oh, well, I will take that. I will take that all day long. And just so you know, too, I run no preamp, so that is just a solid reading out of the meter.
Yeah, and I just turned mine off, and I didn't realize it was even on. Sometimes when I go from different bands, some of the settings previously get held, of course, and I didn't see that at the moment. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I mean, the signal is that strong. And your audio is just crystal clear. Well, you'll see that yourself or listen to it yourself on the stream. But yeah, you know, it's really nice to have a QSO with a nice quality sounding station. Congratulations! And I looked at the pictures and I see the tower and the antenna on top, so now I know why you sound like you do. But hey, thanks again. I appreciate it. And like I said, if you're interested, we're going to be doing the drawing tonight for this week. And we'll have one next week as well. For the next couple of weeks, I think we're still in communication with the local store. And, you know, it's interesting. Some of the questions I had or emails and so forth is, where do you find it? Well, they have an online website as well. And that's the little picture at the top of my live stream. That's actually the name of the company. But anyway, thanks again. I'm glad that we got a chance to work. I don't know why we didn't before, as strong as you are, but nice to get in your part of the world for sure. 7-3, enjoy the rest of your day. Stop in and see us again. We'll just pick it up where we left off. Kilo Charlie 7, Whiskey Foxtrot Delta, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo, 7-3.
Roger, sir. And again, nice talking with you, and thank you. And I threw a comment in a couple days ago, I think it was. You were just getting off as it got on there, but you were strong then, even off the backside of your beam. But again, thank you for the QSO, and I appreciate again what you do, and I will definitely sign up for the drawing. In it to win it. Have a good one. KC7WFD 73.
All right, sounds good. 7-3s. We'll go ahead and clear, and we'll check one more time for any 6 or 7 call areas. And then we'll move back around to the East Coast. And there's a few waiting. Do we have any others West Coast, maybe 6 and 7 call areas? Come back with your call. Yeah, we'll try one more time, see if we have any West Coast, any 6 or 7 call areas. K0RWB.
Hi, Kilo 7 Bravo X-Ray Quebec. Brandon in Montana.
Hey, Brandon. Okay, no 5 minutes. Give me your call again, please.
Kilowatt 7 Bravo
Italy
X-Ray
4,
Quebec.
Yankee.
There's 2 of you in there. I apologize. I'll try to get to both of you. Brandon, one more time for your call. Hopefully there's not 2 Brandons.
Kilo 7 Bravo X-Ray Quebec. K7BXQ.
Okay, 5 minutes. Yeah, I apologize for that. And I thank you both. Brandon, you were just a little bit stronger there at the moment. So, hey, thanks for sending us the call. Again, the name here is Randy, Romeo Alpha November Delta Yanko. QTH is 35 miles east of downtown Kansas City, Missouri. And welcome to YouTube Live. Go ahead.
Oh, very good. What's your YouTube channel?
The YouTube channel is my call, K0RWB Radio Whiskey Bravo, K0RWB.
Oh, Roger, Roger. Thank you very much. I'll go ahead and give that I'll check that out right now.
Okay, fine minutes. And you also get a chance to see my just wonderful smiling face. It wasn't my idea, actually. It was the YL. She said, you got to fill in a spot over here. And I said, well, I don't have any idea what to put there. And so she handed me a webcam and said, smile. So here we are, Brandon. Go ahead.
Oh, very good. Well, thank you very much. Just trying to use new amp to me, my very first amp. So it'll be interesting to see how I'm sounding over in your neck of the woods.
Well, I'll look at the meter next go-around. We've got you pulled up here on QRZ as well. I didn't have any trouble hearing you, of course. So I think the band seems to be in great shape. I have no problems bouncing back and forth. I just thought we were pointed west. We would try to get one more and then swing back to the East Coast. The beam does allow for some transmit off the backside, so I can transmit, and it does seem to reach out, and I can hear fairly well as well. But when we bring the beam around, it usually brings the S units up as well. Roger?
Oh, Roger, Roger. Well, thank you very much for the key, so I appreciate that. I'm glad everything's working on my end, and it was nice to chat with you.
Yeah, I looked on your page. Are you currently running the 7300?
Affirmative, yes. 7300 with a 33-foot vertical and an AL811.
Oh, fine business. Well, nice setup. Are you running a stock mic, or you have a different microphone with it?
This is the stock mic.
Wow, that's really got some nice punch to it. Yeah, I would have sworn you were on a different microphone. Just curious, where do you have your mic gain and your processor set at?
Let's see, mic gain is at 52%, compressor is at 6.
Okay, fine business. Yeah, I've talked to probably 3 others already today, and we've only been out here for 30 minutes, and you know, they really don't, none of them really sound bad. I don't think I've heard a bad 7300, but it's interesting, all the different settings that we have. I mean, I own a 7300 as well. That's in a different location downstairs, and I run 20% mic gain and 2 and the number 2 for compression, and that's it. 3 on bass, +4 on treble. Such an easy radio to set up for transmit audio compared to this radio here. But boy, they do sound great. It's nice to see that waterfall. Lots of nice features. The only one they don't have, I wish they did have, was the external monitor feature. To me, that's a big difference. This rig has it. This is the new FTDX10 from Yaesu, and we certainly like it as well. Roger?
Oh, Roger, yeah, you're sounding beautiful. Great signal. Yeah, my bass and treble, let's see, bass is at 3 and treble is at 4, so I'm going to stick with the stock mic for a little bit here. I've been getting good reports.
Yeah, definitely. That's why I was just curious if it was a different microphone, because it really sounds wonderful. But again, don't take my word for it. Listen to the playback. You get to hear it yourself, which is kind of a neat deal. And don't know if you copied the last go around, but we are doing a gift card giveaway this afternoon. It'll be actually this evening. We do this each Wednesday now for the next couple of weeks. And to be eligible, to qualify, however you want to put it, we do ask you subscribe to the channel. And in the chat section, you type in your call and then type in it to win it. That way we know you're talking about the giveaway. Roger?
Oh, Roger, QSL. All right, will do. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem. And nice copy out of Bozeman. I would guess by now that the majority of your snow is probably gone there, Roger.
We're getting there. The backyard is about half melted, so it's starting to warm up, and spring is right around the corner.
Yeah, you know, we had that sub-zeros. We went from sub-zeros to July about a week and a half ago. We hit 76 one day. And then Mother Nature kind of wagged her finger at us and says, no, we're not done with you yet. It's still March. So no snow yet. We've had a little bit colder temps and rain. Northern part of Missouri could have snow tomorrow, and then back into the 60s over the weekend. So it's just another day closer to spring. But boy, it's sure taking its time getting there, Roger.
It's a beautiful bluebird day out right now. It's around, about 50 degrees. That's what my weather station does here at the shack.
Yeah, that's terrific. Well, listen, like I said, go to the channel, give a look, give a listen, see what you think. If you're interested in the giveaway, I told you how you can do that, and it also pops up on the screen on the stream as well with the directions. But hey, thanks for giving us a call there, and we look forward to doing it again. Hopefully, we'll have a chance to work again real soon. But nice that you checked in with us today. We do appreciate it. And good sounding station. You got a terrific setup, and that amplifier, I can tell, will take you a long ways. So we'll say 7-3s for now. I'll do my part, and you'll let you finish yours. Kilo 7, Bravo X-Ray Quebec, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo.
Roger, Roger. K0RWB, thank you for the QSO, and 73, and I will check out your YouTube page.
Yeah, I got you. Hang on.
K7BX2.
Okay, 7-3s, we'll go ahead and clear. And we're going to go ahead and turn back around the East Coast here. Hate to have people waiting. I did have one station that did call in. I think I've got you in there. Once we get turned around, we'll have you come back here. I heard it was Kilo India 4 Yankee there. Go ahead.
Hey there, Randy. It's Blair. You're 20 over tonight. This is K0RWB. And yeah, I've been monitoring for a while. That's pretty interesting what you're doing there on the YouTube site. I'm kind of curious. I get the part, that's you, but what about the part that's not you? That's the radio. How does it show the frequency and all that kind of stuff? Over.
Yeah, that was one of my first questions when I was Alex. Everybody knows Alex, Whiskey 7 Hotel Uniform, and I asked him about it as well. So what there is, first off, the radio has to have an external monitor port in the back. That's the only downside I see for the 7300. But you know what? Wouldn't surprise me at some point they come out with one. So if you have the external monitor port, you go into the rig and you can set the display, whether it's 640 by 480 and so on and so forth. And it's a DVI port, and then you can get a DVI to, I think I have a DVI to a US or HDMI. And then you buy the card. It's called a video capture card. I bought it on Amazon for $25. So it goes DVI to USB. And then with the software I use for the stream, I can identify that. So it will display whatever is on the radio. So that allows us to bring it up onto to YouTube there, Roger.
That's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. Yeah. So you really are a broadcast station complete with video.
Well, no. I just think it's rather interesting, and the reason that I've done it is after doing many check-ins with Alex down in Cutler Bay. It's nice to be able to listen to yourself on the air, and the other thing is me personally, I get mesmerized watching the needles and everything move, and it's nice to see how well is my signal going into that station, and say, oh well, you're 10 over. Well, it's nice to be able to see that as well. I think most of us are visual. So that's what I did as well. I just thought maybe it would add something to it, because after a while, you talk to me for more than a couple of minutes and people get bored and they hang up. I certainly understand. So this way, it's a little bit something different. We'd like to bring a little bit something to the live stream, and hopefully it draws some interest as well there, Roger.
Yeah, good deal, good deal. Well, you're getting close to 30 over 9 here. What's my signal like on your Yaesu? Over.
It looks like about 15 to 20.
Okay, you can cut it back to 1,000 watts.
Oh, I don't even run that much. We're running right at 700.
Oh wow! Well, you got a great antenna then. Yeah, are you running your preamp?
Well, you just got real. That didn't sound like you here. Are you in the right frequency or something? You're real garbled.
No, I'm on 308.
Okay, that's better. You sounded real garbled there for a second, or maybe somebody else came in. I'm not sure. But no, now you're back. It does sound, Blair, it sounds like you're sitting right here. It's kind of a cliche to say, but boy, that is just crystal clear.
Yeah, thank you. Are you running your preamp now?
I do not. I do not run with the mic EQ. I run it both ways, and when I listen to the playbacks, I think that with the EQ on, it would be great for DX. but it doesn't really sound that good to me on playback, so I don't even have it on.
No, I was asking about on the receive side. Are you using your preamp, IPO?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, see, I'm thinking about something else. No, it was on initially when I was talking out to the West Coast, but we went ahead and turned it off because stations are already strong enough. We certainly don't need it.
Yeah, I'm with you. So what do you do when you're not hamming?
I work out in the shop. I refurbish, restore, and repair four-wheelers and side-by-sides.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's neat. I'm a goat farmer. That's what I do when I'm not hamming.
For meat, for milk, or combination?
Well, we for herd stock. I sell them to people who start their own little herds.
Oh, terrific. So you must have a little bit of acreage.
Yeah, I'm on 30 acres. It's about 20 or 24 fenced, and we have about 20 animals out there right now.
Oh, terrific. I've had some contact with some other stations there in the Richmond area. That doesn't come to mind right at the minute, but I know it's a fairly popular area. At least it seems to be for amateur radio. But I did, and the only reason I mentioned is I had one QSO yesterday from Newport News. I'm sure you're familiar with Newport News or know where it is. But anyway, it was a nice little first-time QSO, and I said, well, I always had a soft spot in my heart for Newport News. And he said, why? I said, well, that's because I got married there. And he said, really? I said, yeah, and I'm still kicking myself after 35 years.
Yeah. There you go. So, is your TV site here on YouTube? Is it tied in with some other stuff too, or is it this is just your station? Yeah, this is the channel that I have set up here in YouTube, and it is the channel a designator or title, whatever is my call sign. So a person would just go to YouTube if they're interested in looking at some of the other videos, or maybe we had a QSO at some time. They would just go to the search bar and type in my call sign. I laugh at it now, but I had several people email me, text, and asked about what logging software program I used, and I responded back to them, and I had several say, hey, would you do a short video on how to do it, how to set it up? So I did that Monday. And that's on my channel as well. And I look back and so that's really my first go around at doing a video, and it's probably not very good. I had fun doing it, but again, I kind of shriek when I saw part of it. But at least it might get somebody started. So that's really it. The idea is to kind of get here online on the stream, make some contacts, talk to people, meet some new people, maybe have some QSOs with some regulars and so forth, and just have a good time in the process. And now we have another little part of it as well, is the local amateur store has provided us with some gift certificates that we're going to be giving away each Wednesday. And, because I like to be able to buy and promote local, and we're very fortunate that we have an amateur station here in the Kansas City Metro. So it's a win-win for everybody, Blair. Roger? Yeah, that's pretty neat. And what is the store?
It's actually on the stream as well, but it's called Associated Radio. And they have a very nice website as well. They have a good selection of used. They have a terrific section of used equipment and the pictures for everything. That's one thing I don't like about some of the other big boxes. They sell used equipment, but there's never a picture. I'm a visual guy. I like to see it. So, again, I get nothing from this. I just like to be able to promote and buy local. And they've always been very good to me. And I probably bought 5 radios and numerous antennas and so on and so forth. And, it's a mom and pop. And, like any other business right now, they've been struggling because of the pandemic and so forth. But we wanted to kind of collaborate together and do this. So we're just trying to help everybody out. And, tonight, like I said, we're going to be doing a drawing. And then we'll be contacting the winner via email from K0RWB. And, then they can use it how they so choose. They would contact Dan as the operator, the owner, and he would tell them, how to verify the certificate and so forth. But it's just something that we want to do, and we're having fun in the process. Roger?
Yeah, I see, Randy, some chat going by on your site. Are those people that are logged into your site that are chatting with each other?
Yeah, they certainly are. You know, some of the big operators around, like Todd and Marty. Marty's out there. He's one of the guys that chats it up a little bit, and then there's always a few others that come in as well. But yeah, and I try to answer those somewhat when I can. I have a hard time multitasking sometimes, but yeah, that's exactly how it works. So again, if you want to be considered, I think you've already subscribed, or maybe not, but you just need to subscribe, and then that little window, just type in your call and type in it to win it, like Todd and Marty and a few others have, and then I'll write your call sign down, and then tonight we'll do the drawing, and who knows, you could be a winner.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out where I clicked on subscribe, but I don't see where to say in it to win it.
Just go to the chat where everybody's chatting down at the bottom right-hand side of the page there. You'll see a section for yourself where you can actually type in questions or something like that. And that way, is it? The title is 16. Oh, that's right. I haven't changed the title yet. Yeah, thank you, Tracy, for that. I'll get that updated here in a second. But yeah, there's a section on the bottom right-hand time that basically would have your name, whatever you called your YouTube login, and then you would just type something in there.
Okay. I'm with you. Oh wow, I'm hearing you now. I have really good speakers in this PC for it.
Yep. Yeah, and there's probably about a 30-second delay because between things going to the air, and then into the computer, out to the servers, and then through cyberspace, whatever, out into other servers as well. So probably about a 30-second lag, somewhere around there. But yeah, so if you've gotten that far, then you're on the right page. And anyway, thank you, Tracy. Yeah, it is St. Patty's Day. I've got on my green shirt. It may not look green in the camera, but I swear to you, it's actually green. So I don't feel like getting pinched. So we got that covered there. Go ahead.
All right. Yeah, I've got a sort of a dark green deal on, and I might take my wife out for dinner. So if that qualifies, I don't know. But anyway, thank you, sir. Thank you. Have fun, and I see that you are, and you've opened my eyes to something I've never done before. So 73s, brother. K0RWB.
No problem, Blair. Nice to work you again. Strong signal. The equipment's working well, and yeah, have a great rest of the day. Thank you for stopping in, and always enjoy getting a chance to talk to you. I think last time we talked, the signal was just as well. So a nice little pipeline into the Richmond area. 7-3s, enjoy Hump Day. Yeah, I'll take the Y Alps. I'm sure she'd enjoy that. And enjoy the rest of the week. Have a great weekend coming up, and feel free to stop back again anytime. Love to pick it up where we left off. Kilo India 4, Yankee, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo. 7-3s, Blair.
73s, Randy. That's 73s. Take care.
Roger, 7-3s. And this is K0RWB, QRZ, any station, anywhere.
Kilo 4 Alpha Charlie Uniform.
Kilo 4 Alpha Charlie Uniform. Boy, that was a big signal. How are you today?
Roger, I just set up this FT991 Alpha. You're my first contact with it.
Oh, terrific. Wow. Yeah, and yeah, really big audio there. Boy, you're in the right direction there. Go ahead.
Yeah, I got a off-center set dipole, about 50 feet in the air, and then I just got this, whatever settings this thing was on, and I just started talking on it.
Yeah, 5 minutes. Now, did you say 991 or 991 Alpha?
It's a 991 Alpha.
Oh, fine business. Okay, yeah, I got you pulled up here. Do you go by James or Jim?
It's James. See, I haven't updated my QRZ page yet, but I might do that here in a little bit.
Okay, fine business. Are you still in the Columbus area?
Yeah, Roger. So Columbus area. Can I get your call sign again?
You bet. It's Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo, red, white, and blue.
Kilowatt 0, red, white, blue. Roger, I got it.
Yeah, fine business. Well, it's probably a little bit farther away. I've spent 3 years down in Valdosta. Let's see, late 80s, early 90s. That's when the Braves were real good as well, Roger.
Yeah, we've been here about 5 years. Don't plan on staying around, but I'm here for now, then I'm trying to move out west.
Yeah, Roger. Well, they always say home is where you hang your hat. So mine is here for right now, and yours is there, but that's fine. And boy, I tell you, for a wire antenna, man, you're just killing it. and it's really rather short. It's about 600 and some miles as the crow flies. So I guess we've got long propagation and short, but gosh, nice to work you this afternoon.
Yeah, I got it. It's a sloper antenna. Some guy showed me how to rig up a slingshot with a fishing lure on it and flung it up in the air 100 feet. I was like, oh, thanks, dude.
Yeah, the little tricks of the trade. I will say this: most amateur operators, we certainly learned to improvise, overcome, and adapt to get on the air, and it never ceases to amaze me. We always seem to figure out some ways to do it there, don't we?
Yeah, because I was helping him. We were stringing up a 150-meter full wave, and that was like 500 feet long, and he was showing me how to do it, and I was like, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's terrific. Are you also using a stock microphone?
Yeah, this is a stock microphone. It's a MH31.
Yeah, 5 minutes. Yeah, it's a terrific radio to be full band like that, and I bought the radio that one replaced, which was the FT950. We had that for about 8 or 9 years, and in January we switched over to an ICOM 7300, and then we switched over from that to this rig. This is the new Yaesu FTDX10, and we're still trying to dial them in, but I've heard some really great things about the 991 Alpha. Talked to a lot of them, and they always sound good. Even with stock mics, it's amazing how well they sound there, Roger.
Yeah, this was the last one in the country. I got it out of Plano. I was looking all week, and then I couldn't find a 73. I couldn't find this one, and all of a sudden this one popped up, so I bought it. Last one in the country.
Oh, 5 minutes. Was that, you said Plano, was that HRO?
Yeah, HRO Plano, yeah. To Atlanta. I got it. It was actually 2-day shipping. I was like, awesome.
Yeah, good for you. Well, like I said, it's a wonderful hobby, and as other people can attest as well. And there's something for everybody. If you just want to work digital, you can do that, or FT8 or some of the other types of communication, RTTY, CW, phone, what have you. I mean, it's really, there's something for everybody. There's a price point for everybody. You don't have to have big dollars to get on the air, which is a nice thing. And it is a terrific hobby, and I've been fortunate. I've met some of the greatest people in the world. We may not ever meet in person, but you sure wouldn't know it on the air. And it's really, really nice to have a community like that. Roger?
Yeah, I like it. Our club that we have here, we got people from the city government works here. We got people that work in the factories, military dudes, contractors. Everybody does this.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Very seldom do we run out of things to talk about, because all the operators have such diverse backgrounds. So we all come from different backgrounds. There's always a common connection, which is the amateur radio, and it kind of brings us back to that again. We never seem to be a lack for words. I don't know many operators that buy the equipment and put it in the shack and listen all day. I mean, we like to get out there and talk as well, and it's nice to tweak things and work on antennas and different things like that. And I like to do a little portable work. So when it gets a little bit warmer, we'll go out and we run portable, strictly battery only. And that can be a challenge, but it can be fun as well. Roger?
Yeah, I like to do portable. I got a buddy stick, and I got the Biano power battery. I'm going to give that a shot up here on Pine Mountain. But, yeah, back to you.
Yeah, definitely. And, again, the portable work, and I'm sure there's others out there that can attest to it as well. And we're always kind of limited, or the liability of the setup is always the antenna. So you're trying to find the best antenna you can without having to try to back in. You couldn't do a 3-element beam, that kind of stuff, when you're trying to work portable someplace. So that's always the biggest key, is trying to find an antenna that'll actually work quite well. That's still light enough to carry around, because we like to walk our equipment in and not be tied to anything, and then see how long we can run on battery and what kind of power usage that we can use and what have you, and it does make it a lot of fun. Of course, now doing this, we can just run it the way it is. We do have the electric bill to pay for, of course, but having this setup does help us, and it does allow us to get out a little bit better to other stations. Roger?
Yeah, this FT, or or FE991 came with a carrying handle outside of it, so I know definitely it's portable now.
Yeah, and it's a good size radio. It's it's really not too big for that. It may not be the best application for a mobile system, but for portable work, what have you, it'd be really nice. That's one thing I did like about the ICOM 7300. It's a small radio, and it does carry around quite easily. For some reason, they don't offer the carrying handle with the radio. You have to buy that separately. So I guess they've got something going on there. They discount the price of the radio so much. I guess they're trying to make it up in handles, but I think there's probably a way you can make one as well. But anyway, we won't do it for now. We'll just let it sit in the alternate shack and let it go from there. So, but James, hey, thanks for giving us a shout there. We're gonna move on and see if we've got any other stations that would like to check in with us. We got a little bit of time left before we've got to shut it down. We only get a couple hours a day. But congratulations on the rig. You sound really good in my receive. You've been 5.9 plus the entire time, and it's, like I said, very, very short distance, about 630 miles. But we're generally out here at 2 o'clock Central during the week here on 20. If you hear us out there, feel free to stop by again. We'll kind of pick it up where you left off. But you're sounding good in my receive, and I have no doubt you'll continue to do so. 7-3's my friend, and thanks again for stopping in. Have a great what's left of the week and a wonderful weekend. Kilo 4 Alpha Charlie Uniform, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo.
Roger that, 73.
Okay, 7-3. This is Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo, QRZ, any station, anywhere.
Kilo 4 Alpha. Kilo Bravo 3 Foxtrot.
The Kilo 4 Alpha something again.
Kilo 4 Alpha Delta. Kilo Bravo 3 Foxtrot Uniform Papa.
Kilo Bravo 3, standby 1. The Kilo 4 Alpha again, I'm sorry.
Kilo 4 Alpha Delta Zulu.
Okay, so 5 minutes got you that time. Didn't realize it was that big of a pileup, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, give me a second. I'll try to do the best I can here for you. Hey, John, I got you that time, and I did hear the other station, so we'll certainly get back to you. Hey, thanks for giving us a call. Again, the name here is Randy, Romeo Alpha November Delta Yankee, 35 miles east of Kansas City, Missouri, and welcome to YouTube Live. Go ahead.
Hey, thank you. This is John from South Carolina. I'm down in St. Helena, kind of along the coast, actually right along the coast. I've been listening to you for a good while here. Actually just got my license a month ago, upgraded to general, so I'm pretty happy to be here and on the air with you.
Oh, well, congratulations on the upgrade. Good for you. It will certainly open you up to a lot more places to work and things to do on the amateur radio bands, and yeah, that's terrific. We've had people that get their tech license, and they're certainly happy with that, and it's nice to see the upgrades as well. And we're glad you're here, and thanks for giving us a call. It's not likely we've worked before. Looks like you've got about 67 lookups. Good for you. And they'll just keep coming. Glad to hear it. But yeah, you sound pretty good. I had you about 5 and 7. I'll look around on the meter again the next time around. But thanks for giving us a call there. And give me working conditions. I'm just curious what rig you're running. Go ahead.
So I'm on a borrowed IC718 from my friend, and I call him my Elmer, Kilo Mike 4 Papa Alpha Whiskey. And we actually just put up a G5RV, the smaller one, the 102, about 40 feet in the air, actually last weekend.
Okay, so you're running the G5RV Junior is what I think it is. And boy, okay, great. That's a terrific radio, 718. When they came out, boy, they sold a ton of them. It's working well for you. Came up to a good solid 5.9 that time around, especially running barefoot. It's amazing, John, how many stations I talk with that are running barefoot, and I'm wondering, well, why is my electric bill so high when I'm running so much more power? But, in making the context, I guess that's the main thing there, Roger.
Yeah, Roger. I'm just excited that I could hit anybody, to be honest with you. And I've been getting just pretty much everywhere. I've got Italy. Talked to somebody in Russia the other day.
now I'm on with you, and I was actually receiving those other stations earlier really well. It was the last few I didn't quite get, but I'm pretty happy with it. I heard everybody, so I kind of have 7300 jealousy because I slept a little bit on that and didn't get it when they were in stock, but I'll wait around. I also was looking at the one you're running.
Yeah, 5 minutes. Well, I know where there are some 7300s, and they still have the rebate on them as well. So if you're interested, you can look me up on QRZ. Send me an email, and I'll get you the information.
Roger that. I appreciate it. I will. I actually have you pulled up right now, so thank you.
Yeah, and I have one as well. I bought a 7300 at the end of January, ran it for about 5 weeks. Like the radio, I knew buying it was going to end up being a portable rig for me. And then we've got this radio here 3 weeks ago today, and this is the FTDX10. Really do like it. Works quite well. The 7300 is a terrific radio. Got a wonderful transmit audio to it. Really easy to set up. I just wish it had the external monitor feature, which is what this has. And the receive on this is a little bit tighter. I think the 7300 can get a little overloaded, but nothing that's terrible. But it's a little bit more compact, so it's going to be a little easier to take along for portable work. But, having the waterfall and all the little options it has on it, I mean, it's an action-packed rig that does a terrific job. I mean, they've told tons and tons and tons of them, so there's a reason for that. But I'm sure you can get your hands on one there if you want, Roger.
Yeah, I was not that impatient about it. I've been just kind of trying to figure this out, and I'm just happy to be learning actually what all these buttons mean. I read the manual, but it's something different when you're actually hearing people come through and then using it. So I'm thinking by the time I do get one of those, I'll be happy and I won't be spoiled. So
yeah, that's the main thing, of course. Well, if you've been listening for a while, then you've probably heard about the gift card giveaway that we're doing tonight, and that comes from our local amateur radio store that's here in the metro area. So if you'd like to be interested in being part of that drawing, again, you just go to my YouTube channel and subscribe, and then put in the chat, put in your call sign, and then type in it to win it. That way we know you'd want to be considered for the drawing. And again, every little bit helps there, Roger.
That would be outstanding. I think I might be the first person on the list, actually, because I caught it right at the beginning, and so I think I'm up there. I was going to ask you a question, if you didn't mind. Even when you had that beam pointed the other direction, I was still getting you at 20 over, and now sometimes it jumps up to 50 when you're in my direction. I don't remember hearing what make that was.
Yeah, this is and thanks for asking, this is a hex beam, which is basically an upside-down umbrella. It is a multi-band antenna from 6 meters to 20. It has a very nice side rejection, but not the best front to back. And to me, that's a bonus, just because I can generally hear stations off the backside, and they can generally hear me. And then, for instance, I was talking to Connecticut in the beginning, and someone called in Phoenix. I could hear them, and as I turned around, the signals came up for receive and for transmit. So I've been very happy with the antenna, and I would certainly recommend it to anybody.
Kilo Bravo 3. I appreciate that. That was really nice talking with you.
Yeah, we're still in queue, Kilo Bravo. Just stand by.
And I went ahead and subscribed to your channel. K0RWB, this is Kilo 4 Alpha Delta Zulu.
Okay, 5 minutes. Well, I'm looking in my list here. I've been trying to write them down as I see them on the chat, and I'm hoping I didn't miss it. But I'll make sure that it's on the list now. Your call. So I'm glad that you mentioned it. But again, I may have overlooked it, or I need to look at the list a little bit more closer. But we'll make sure that you get in there this time. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it's up there now, and I just posted a chat to the live too, so you should have it. But thank you for doing this. And I, like, as of somebody that's only had it for a month, like I said, the license, it's nice to hear people going on and kind of giving us this kind of information and having some activity. Like you were saying about 20 meters, I've been listening the past couple of days and hadn't had anything on that, but I did on 40, and I did a week, you know, when I started on 15 and 17. So it's interesting to see how this all works.
Well, John, I'll tell you what. More often than not, there are operators on the bands, but they may not be talking. And I guarantee you, if you see an open spot on the band and you call CQ, more than likely you'll have a couple of stations come back to you.
Couple of hundred.
Roger that.
Yeah, I wish.
Again.
Okay. Well, John, hey, thanks for giving us a call. Like I said, if you're interested or you want some more information, send me an email. I'm good in QRZ, and we'll see if we can figure out for you. The nice thing about this hobby is most operators will certainly love to try to help up-and-coming operators. I mean, people helped me when I got started, and I never will forget it. And all we try to do is pay it forward. So if we're able to help in some way, you let us know, and we'll certainly try to do that for you. We'd like to have operators come into the hobby, and you've got your general ticket, so we'll have a chance to talk with you on all kinds of different bands and different sections and so forth. So we look forward to working you again. Thank you for stopping in and giving us a call. And yeah, if you get your hands on them radios, I'm sure you're going to love it. But the antenna is working really good for you today. You've been a solid 5.9. So again, thanks for stopping in. Have a great what's left of the Wednesday, and a wonderful week that's left. And look for us again, and we'll pick it up where we left off. Kilo 4 Alpha Delta Zulu, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo. 7-3, John.
Okay, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo. This is Kilo 4 Alpha Delta Zulu. Yeah, 73 to you as well. Like I said, thanks for the information, and I'm glad to hear that my $69 antenna is doing a good job.
Yeah, no problem at all. I don't care if it costs $1 as long as you get near. 7-3s, we'll go ahead and clear. And let's see if Kilo Bravo 3 station, if you're still out there, come back with your complete call, please, sir.
Kilo Bravo 3, Foxtrot Uniform Papa, I apologize for that. You guys are coming in so beautiful in Central PA.
Hey, nothing to apologize for, Terry. We're all trying to work this the best we can. I appreciate your patience there standing by, but he just kind of jumped in there a little bit ahead of you, so to speak, but I'm glad you stuck it out. Hopefully it's worth your while. And again, it sounds real good here in my receive. Nice to have you from Central PA, and I think that's the first contact in Pennsylvania today. You sound good here in the Kansas City area. Go ahead.
Yeah, Roger, Kansas City. Could I get your call sign slow, please, so I can write it down? I write manual.
Yeah, no problem at all, Terry. Happy to do so. The call is Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo.
Roger, sir. Thank you. I will look that up and, puncture it and everything. QRZ, yeah, you're sounding good in here, in and out, but you've been loud for like the last 10 minutes. Beautiful sound.
Well, I appreciate that. I wish I could take credit for it, but we're letting the equipment do the work, and, the propagation, I guess, when the band is open, it's open, but everybody else is sounding quite well here as well. So it's nice to see that we can make some contact this afternoon. Roger?
Yeah, Roger. I don't know what you're running out there. My computer's in the other end of the house, so I can't look up while I'm talking. When I get off here, I'll log in, do all that.
Yeah, no problem. I've got your page pulled up here on QRZ, and I'm trying to identify the rig. I don't know if maybe it's a 718. Or maybe not. I see the AL 8811, which is nice, on a boom mic. And boy, you've got a nice little tower set up there, and looks like a fan dipole, Roger.
Yeah, Roger, you're all correct on that. The dipole is homemade out of 14-gauge electric fence wire, 283 feet electrical length. I try to go between everything else and and let the tuner do it, and it works pretty good.
Yeah, I'd say it's working for you today. We didn't have a problem pulling you out there for sure. You've been a good solid 5 and 9. And, it's amazing. We've tried a few stints on some homemade antennas, sometimes success and, and most times not. But boy, every once in a while you can hit it just right. It's nice to have your own antenna there, Roger.
Yeah, Roger. Well, I can make my own stuff, but it's cheaper to buy it and make your own antenna. I mean, I got $10 in that antenna, and she works beautiful.
Yeah, I'd say it's working for you today. No problem at all. And the radio as well. A lot of people overlook that rig, but boy, I tell you what, there are no frills, but they sure do work, don't they?
Yes, they do, sir. And I'll tell you what, you're coming in here loud and clear, sounding beautiful.
Well, again, I guess I have to attribute to the equipment. So I'm glad to see I didn't waste my money. I don't know if there's anything bigger or better. It probably is, but this certainly works for us here, and it fits in the shack just perfectly. Roger?
Yeah, Roger. The only bad thing about my shack is my computer's at the other end of the house, so I can't check stuff out while I'm talking. I'll have to check it out later. What you see in front of me is what you got.
Yeah, I certainly understand that. I guess you either try to meet them in the middle, or put one in one location, or bring the other one to the other location, or what have you. I have one in front of me. That's because it helps me keep track of the contacts, and then we've got a mapping program that we can actually look at as well. So mine, when I pull it up, it shows basically what areas and so forth. So without getting really too close, I would say that you're not too far from Williamsport, maybe Jersey Shore in that area, correct?
Correct, you are, and I'm writing everything down by hand, and then I gotta transfer it to the computer. Yes, sir. I'm very slow, that way. I gotta write it down manual, and then I gotta put it to the computer.
Yeah. So are you using a logging program on your computer to keep track of your contacts, or how are you using that?
No, sir. Everything is manual input.
Okay. So you're just you'll write it down on a piece of paper, and then you put it in your computer. Is that right?
Yes, sir. As slow as they can get. That's how I do it.
Okay. Hey, you know what? Whatever works, and whatever system you got that you're able to keep track, there's no problem with that. We started with paper logs way back in the day, and we started to not getting to be able to read our own handwriting, so we went to a computer logging program. It kind of helps us keep things straight. Otherwise, I wouldn't remember who I talked with 10 minutes ago if I did that. Roger?
Yeah, Roger. Well, if my computer was in the same room as my radios, I could probably do that, but it's 40 feet away in the other end of the house, so I can't do that. I write everything down, and then I can, put it in the computer, and I run about 24 hours behind time. But I've been doing that since I've been born, so it don't matter.
Yeah, no, that's totally fine. And, you do what works best for you. You're on the air. You sound good in my receive. You can't ask for more than that. And that's all any of us can do. So no problem at all. But hey, Terry, we thank you for giving us a call, and again for standing by there. Like I said, we try to grab everybody we can. We're not the best on pileups, but we'll certainly work at the best we can. But thank you again for stopping in. We're generally out here about 2 o'clock Central each afternoon for a few hours or until the band dies. So if you hear us again, give us a call, and we'll pick it up where we left off. Hope the rest of your day goes well and what's left of the week, and you have yourself a good weekend. And feel free to stop in again anytime. I'd love to work you again. 7-3's Terry, and Godspeed. This is Kilo Bravo 3, Foxtrot Uniform Papa, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo. Back to you.
my friend. I thank you. Definitely listen for you, and I really appreciate talking to you. KB3, FUP, won't be clear, my friend. Good luck.
Good afternoon, Kansas City, QRP.
Okay, thanks again, Terry, and 7-3 to you. This is Kilowatt Zero Radio Whiskey Bravo, Randy in Kansas City. We'll be clear. See if I think I did hear some station out there. Was there a QRP station? Come back with your call.
Kilo Foxtrot 6, Juliet, Kilo Charlie, QRP.
Okay, the QRP station. Give me your call again, please.
Kilo Foxtrot 6, Juliet, Kilo Charlie. That's QRP.
Okay, I got Kilo Foxtrot 6 question mark.
Juliet, Kilo Charlie. Copy.
Okay, got it that time. My apologies here. Fat finger syndrome. Got to make sure I type it in there right. Okay, Kilo Foxtrot 6, Juliet, Kilowatt Charlie. Roger.
Roger that. Now, you're doing just fine out here with 9+ there. Go ahead.
Okay, fine business. Is it, how do you go by? Charles? Chuck? Charlie?
Roger that. Charles, it's Charles, but anything I do, just don't call me late for supper. Go ahead.
Yeah, there you go. I had a feeling that was coming there. So you didn't tell us you were a comedian. Go ahead.
Anyway, no, I'm not a comedian, but yeah, that's what it was. Anyway, we're just trying to shake the tree out there. Go ahead.
Yeah, I certainly understand. And what's the QTH? South Carolina?
Roger that. There, go ahead.
Okay, fine business. And so what's the occasion for a QRP today? Tell me what you've got going on there.
We got a 859D radio here on a TAS 120A, and now I was just wanting to make sure that this thing was still working. Go ahead.
Well, you're doing okay in the Kansas City. No problem at all. It's kind of wavering back and forth, but I think the last go around had you about 5 and 7. So what's the total amount of wattage you're running?
4 watts. 4 watts. Go ahead.
Well, that's terrific, Charles. Good for you. I mean, that just tells you the band is in terrific shape to get there on 4 watts. I'm hoping that you're able to copy me in my receive. I'm running 700.
Yeah, I got you at 9+. So yeah, you're doing pretty good out here.
Well, gal, I sure hope so, because my electric bill's high enough. Make sure I get my bang for my buck, so to speak. But yeah, we've run a portable quite a little bit. We've run QRP on occasion. You've got to be in the right mindset, I think, because it can be really frustrating there, Roger.
Yeah, Roger that. And this little portable here of mine is doing itself a job there, getting out to you. Go ahead.
Yeah, but you know, when you make those contacts, it does give you a nice feeling, quite rewarding when you can bust through those pileups. I'm not saying that we've got a lot of stations out there right now. It's a good possibility, but we didn't have a problem copying you. We just had a few others there as well, but we wanted to make sure we got the call correct. Roger?
Roger that, and I tell you what, I'll clear off of here and let you continue with the channel, and you enjoy the rest of the day. This is Kilo Fox 6, the Juliet, Kilo Charlie.
Yeah, no problem at all. Thanks for giving us a call, and you know, I need to make a note of that more often here for any portables, mobiles, and QRPs. I appreciate you coming back in. Thanks for your patience as well. And nice to work you on QRP. You did sound really well, so I'm glad to see the band's in good shape. 7-3s, enjoy the rest of your day. Kilowatt Zero Radio Whiskey Bravo Clear, QRZ. The Kilo Oscar station again, please.
Yes, good afternoon. Victor Alpha 3, Mike, Kilo Ocean, over.
Okay, I got you that time, Mark. Victor Alpha 3. Mike Kilowatt Oscar, good afternoon. The name here is Randy. We are, let's see, for you, we're 22 kilometers east of downtown Kansas City. Roger?
Yeah, Roger. You coming picking 20 over. Go.
Well, I'm glad to see we're making it up into Canada. It looks like you're in the Toronto area, Roger?
Yes, I'm listening on my long wire only. Over.
Oh, fine business. Well, I've got a really nice copy on you, Mark. You're solid 5 and 7, 5 and 9 that time around, but you've got a really nice punch to your audio there. Go ahead.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh, this is my very first radio. I just took it from my basement. It's been sitting there for 10 years, and the radio is TS120. I've been using it ever since, and using a long wire and a 9-to-1 Unan and manual antenna tuner. I'm running about maybe 50 to 40 to 50 watts because my power supply will not give out 17 amperage to the radio. Excuse me, I have difficulty speaking, so you have to listen carefully, maybe. Over.
Yeah, no problem at all, Mark. We copied that quite well. Hey, that's terrific. Boy, you don't hear many of those radios on the air anymore, the old TS120. Well, that's terrific. I had the one right above that. I had the TS130, and we liked that radio quite a little bit. And, boy, for 40 or 50 watts, you're doing really, really well down here in the Kansas City area. So I'm glad to see the band seems to be in really good shape. And we're getting coast to coast, and now we're getting a few stations up in Canada. So so far, it's been a great day there. Roger?
Yeah, Roger. Yeah. Because I look at my watt meter, I'm just peaking about 50 watts. Because my power supply is not a big one. It's only a 10 amps power supply. And I just moved here, so I'm just using a long wire, shooting out of my first floor window, and the end is hanging from the rooftop. And it's very temporary system, because I just moved here in my old house doing renovation, so I cannot use it. So now I'm using this older radio, but I'm still using it for the past 30 years. And seems okay, and I just had an alignment about 2 weeks ago, and the guy said, turn it back, and the power is good, everything is good, and he aligned the audio. I hope the audio is good too, so I guess you can hear me clearly. Over.
Yeah, you've got a really big signal that time. You were 5'9" plus 10, Mark. So gosh, I don't know. I don't think I would change a thing there. You definitely have the long wire dialed in. You sound terrific, and everything's working quite well, at least in my receive. So it's nice to hear you out there, and we're glad that you gave us a call today. I don't see a contact from before, so thank you for the first contact today, and hopefully you'll have a chance to come back and stop in again. We're generally out here 2 o'clock Central during the week. And we're also live on YouTube right now, in case you're interested. So you can actually listen to our QSO on the YouTube playback. Roger?
Oh, Roger. That's great. So I just go in your look for your call sign and then look up for the YouTube. Yeah, because my voice have a problem. Because I recently a minor stroke, so I speak slowly. Hope you can understand me. And also, my right hand have difficulties for writing. So, if you don't mind, can you repeat your call sign slowly? Over.
Yeah, no problem at all. I have no problems understanding you at all, Mark. You sound terrific. The call is Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo, red, white, and blue.
Roger, I got you here. Whiskey 0, Romeo, Victor, Whiskey Bravo, got you. You're coming like solid, picking over like 40 over here, and it just sounds like outside my street. Over.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, the prefix is kilowatt, not whiskey. It's Kilowatt 0.
Oh, okay. Roger. Kilowatt. Because last year I had a minor stroke. sign my name into a slurry, and I go back to my driving, maybe maybe a year ago, and I'm just still recover slowly. And now I can run, I can ride bicycle, not 100%, about 90%. I'm okay. And so far it's good. Back to you.
Yeah, no problem, Mark. Well, congratulations on that. Nice to hear you're making progress. You're doing things that you want to do, and you're also enjoying amateur radio, it seems. So we do applaud you for that. It is a wonderful hobby, and I know you'll meet some great people. But yeah, like I said, if you're interested, you can go to YouTube, give a look, give a listen, and you could listen to our Q show on the playback. And if you're so inclined and you like it, you can subscribe to the channel and hit that little notification bell that'll tell you when we're back out again. So I'll say 7-3s now, Mark. See if we can pick up a few more before we got to shut it down today. But thank you again for giving us a call from the Toronto area, and you sound really good, and the equipment's doing a great job for you. So enjoy the rest of your Wednesday, and have a great what's left of the week and a wonderful weekend. And hope to talk to you again real soon. Victor Alpha 3, Mike Kilowatt Oscar, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo. 7-3s, Mark.
Yeah, Roger. Thank you so much for the contact. I appreciate it. Have a good afternoon and take care and all the best. K0RWB from Victor Alpha 3, Mike Kilo Oscar. Thank you so much. 7-3.
Roger, 7-3s. We'll go ahead and clear. Just a quick note: was there another Victor Alpha station again?
Victor Alpha 3, November Hotel.
Okay, I thought I heard something in there. Hey, thanks for giving us a call, Victor Alpha 3, November Hotel. How are you doing this afternoon?
Yeah, K0RWB, VA3NH. Oh, very well. Thank you very much. You're booming in here to Port Perry, Ontario, which is about 70 kilometers northeast of Toronto, and you are 5 and 9 and 10 over. You're really very loud and very clear here. My name is Neil, Norway Echo India Lima. Back to you.
Okay, Neil, fine business. Well, appreciate you stopping in, giving us a call. Always nice to work some stations up north. I'm sure all the snow is melted. You probably got green grass. You probably just got through cutting your grass for the first time. We're not quite there yet. Hi. But hey, spring is coming there, Roger.
Most definitely. Yeah, we can hardly wait. There's no snow around here anymore. But we don't need to worry about cutting the old grass quite yet. Thank goodness. It's pleasant to be back on the air again, actually. I've been a ham for about 40 years, but then off the air for more than 25 years. Work, business, that sort of thing. And recently retired and thought this was a good hobby to take up again, especially when we're all shut down during a pandemic. So that was the logic of that, and I'm glad I did, getting to meet some very interesting people again here on the air. K0RWB, VA3NH.
Yeah, fine business. Yeah, you're 100% correct on that. It's a terrific social distancing hobby, and you are correct. There are so many operators, and we all have different diverse backgrounds and experiences, but we all have one common bond, and that's the amateur radio. So we never seem to run out of things to talk about, and it can go on for hours and hours and hours, of course. I did pull your page up on QRZ. Wonderful pictures. You didn't tell me you were a photographer by trade, but boy, they're really, really nice pictures. We give it a go from time to time, but I don't think I have near the luck of framing some of the photos is what you've got here. I wouldn't think you probably paid for that professionally, but yeah, very nice page. You didn't put that together in 5 minutes. Quite a nice layout, and it's really neat information that you've got there as well. And again, it is a terrific hobby. We're having a great time with it. So much for that we decided to continue using the amateur radio and live stream on YouTube at the same time there, Roger.
K0RWB, VA3NH returning. Oh, thanks very much. Yeah, it was fun making those cards.
Yeah, it's always nice to be retired. It always never fails to find other things to occupy our time. I was retired in September of 17, and that lasted for about 10 days. And we've certainly found other things to occupy our time. But we too try to make a little bit of time for this in the afternoon. So we're usually here about 2 o'clock Central for a few hours or until the band dies down. But we're having fun with it. And it's nice to make new contacts as well as kind of work some of the older stations we talked before as well. Roger?
True, very true. I'm sorry, sir. I didn't catch your name, actually. If you might tell me that. Over.
Yeah, no problem. The name here is Randy, Romeo Alpha November Delta Yankee. Again, we're roughly about 22 kilometers east of downtown Kansas City, Missouri. Roger?
Roger, indeed. That's one of the places in North America that I have not visited. It was sort of on my to-do list here until we got interrupted by this doggone pandemic. But that being over, I'd like to kind of do a tour of the states that are a bit south of us and in the Midwest as well. I know Arizona and the West fairly well. I used to go there quite regularly. But there are a lot of places in the USA that I still want to see while I'm still able to enjoy seeing them. Over.
Yeah, 5 minutes. And nothing better than to visit the heartland of central U.S. You'll meet some of the nicest people in the world. Well, that just about goes anywhere, U.S. You're going to have your moments here and there. But generally speaking, I think we tend to be a pretty open people and try to take people at face value. And that really plays that way here especially in Missouri, where I'm located. People will certainly go out of the way to make sure if someone needs assistance or help that they'll do so. And I've done it myself many times, and glad to do it. So again, that's another aspect about amateur radio that kind of transfers over into real life or vice versa. And we enjoy doing both. And each day is an adventure. So who knows what tomorrow will bring, but if it's as good as this day, I'm looking forward to it. Roger?
K0RWB, VHVNH returning. Yes, very true. I enjoy travel a lot, actually. We've traveled quite extensively, actually, throughout the world before the doggone pandemic, but put everything on hold. Been to some really interesting places, but some of the most scenic I've ever seen, of course, were in the USA. You have wonderful scenery there, the same as we do out in the West. Around here, it's sort of rocks and trees and, that sort of thing, but no mountains at all. West British Columbia in Canada, they just laugh and say, oh yeah, that's the white stuff on top of the mountain.
Well, Neil, I'm not sure if you're able to copy. I lost you that last time around there. Maybe the band is shifting, but was not able to copy most of that. Probably should move on while we are still able to hear each other somewhat. But I guess the way the band is working. So thank you for stopping in and giving us a call. Give a listen to my channel on YouTube of Mike Hallstein. And I'd love to have you check in, see what you think, and leave a comment if you'd like. Well, let's say 7-3s to you. Enjoy the rest of your day. Victor Alpha 3, November Hotel, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo, 7-3s. This is Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo, calling CQ, any station, anywhere, QRZ.
Whiskey 7, Romeo Tango Alpha Mobile. Charlie 3, Papa Sierra Tango.
Okay, I think we heard it's either a QRP or a mobile station. Come back with your call, please.
Kilo 3, Romeo Tango Alpha. Kilo 3, Romeo Tango Alpha Mobile.
Let's see if I've got it right. Was it Kilo 3, Romeo Tango Alpha?
Roger.
Okay, fine business. Appreciate that, and thanks for coming back with the call on the mobile station. I'll look at the meter next go round. Nice to be able to pull you out of there. Again, the name here is Randy, and we're 35 miles east of downtown Kansas City. Go ahead.
very good. I'm Dover, Delaware, just immediately north on Dover, Delaware, and running maybe 150 or so watts into a homemade base load shunt-fed whip. The name is Ted, Tango Echo Delta. Over.
Okay, Ted. Yeah, I think you're the second or third mobile station that I've been able to talk with today. I certainly don't want you having accidents talking to me on the air, so hopefully you got a way to keep your hands on the wheel there. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is a totally safe setup and stuff like that. In fact, you're probably the first contact I've made on this radio on voice, whether at home or here. I normally do CW. Might only be 14 words a minute or so, but most of the stuff I do is low power and QRP CW from the house. Have not done a lot of side run from home and have not done much from the car in a couple of years. So this radio is somewhat new to me, and thought I'd throw it in here with the amplifier and see how it did.
Hey, Roger. Well, your signal's coming up. You started at about 5 and 5, and that time you ended up about 5 and 7. The only thing that I would suggest is it sounds like it's driving a little hard. Whether you can turn your mic gain down or something, it's just a little bit on the kind of the squelchy side, so to speak. I'm not sure if that's an option for you. If you are, you might try to just turn it down a little bit and then see if maybe it would sound a little different there. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll copy now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, over.
Yeah, it's getting there. I mean, it's still a little garbled, but I mean, I can understand what you're saying. But and maybe it's just a mobile too. I don't know, but I just thought maybe it would have been driving a little bit. We don't mean any disrespect when we say that, but I'm sure you'd probably want to know it as well, Roger.
I welcome all feedback, and if it's not good, then it just means I need to do something a little bit better. The last transmission, I cut my gain, the compression off, but I was still using my typical in-the-car radio voice. Now I've got the compression back on, but I want the microphone a little bit further away, just to see what difference it might make. Over.
Yeah, that sounded really good right there. And I think we all have that problem with microphones. It's just, and I'm really bad about it. On previous rigs and mics, I was almost eating the microphone, and that does not fly on some mics, especially this one. This is a Heil PR 781, so I'm probably a good 5 or 6 inches away, and sometimes that drives it too much. But that last go round, you sounded much better, Roger.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Again, honest feedback. Whether it's, I take it at face value and as it comes. I appreciate it very much. Yeah. Are you using one of those? I understand you're doing the YouTube thing. Is your microphone more like a stage mic on a pantograph, or is it more of what you would think of as a radio communications mic?
Well, it's a dynamic mic from Heil. It's set up on a boom, of course. Keep my hands free to do typing or what have you. But it's not a studio mic. It's designed for amateur radio. It does give you a little bit more fidelity, as long as you kind of equate some of the settings in the radio to do that as well. So they're relatively new, so they're getting to know each other. But I think we're doing pretty good for now, Roger.
Yeah, I think you're doing really well. A lot of people are not used to a cardioid pattern and will tend to turn their head or face this way or that and drop off the mic. See, I trained in broadcasting and did work in the industry for a couple of years, just not very long, and went on to other things, and that's a story for another day. But it takes some getting used to some styles and patterns and stuff like that, and it sounds like you've got it down. Whatever you're doing, it really sounds good.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that, and you sound much better. Probably cutting a few things back and putting the mic away a little farther away. And I know firsthand that's hard to do when you're mobile. I mean, just because of the outside noise, the noise in the cab and so forth, it's really hard not to do that. But you really sound a lot better now, and much clearer. The signal hasn't changed. It's still a good solid 5 and 7. If you're moving, it's gonna waver anyhow, just because of the conditions. But it sounds much better. And yeah, we are doing a YouTube live currently right now as well. We do that every afternoon for from about 2 o'clock Central for a few hours or until the band dies out. And again, if you're interested, listen to the playback and listen for yourself because you've done several different settings, and that way you get a chance to listen to see what you sounded like, and maybe any additional adjustments that you want to make or not. But at least that way you'd get a chance to listen to it. Just go to YouTube and type in my call in the search bar, and then look for the video for today. At about I'd probably say you could fast forward to about the 1 hour 35 mark. Roger.
Okay, I just turned my phone in camera mode because I'm trying to avoid distractions, but I'll get your call when you sign clear and I'll know where to go and look. Anyway, what I've tried to do in the past for myself and when I worked with Civil Air Patrol here locally in Delaware and stuff like that, I tried to rig stuff up with as much noise canceling as possible, either because it was going to be used in an airplane, like a Cessna 182 type deal, or in a van full of kids and stuff like that. Here I am raising my voice, and I'm in a Toyota RAV4, nothing fancy, but it's not the noisiest car out there, but I'm sure it's not the quietest either. So now I'm able to think about chin height, parallel, in the same plane as my face, but facing away from me. So that's the deal. It's as if I was wearing it on like a body cam, only it's right at chin level and facing forward away from me. So just so that you and I both have another comparison point. But that's really good. It sounds like you've got your audio down. I can't wait to see the camera image and stuff like that. And no, really, you've got a very good radio voice. You've got really good diction and all that stuff. And it sounds like you've really got the thing set up nicely there. And I appreciate it. I'm not really sure of my output. I know the amp. Last time I ran a mode at 20 meters in here. I used a little MFJ 9420 or one of them. It was a single sideband rig, about 10-12 watt BEP, and it had all kinds of nice compression. And MFJ does a good job on that. And the same amplifier on the middle setting would get me about $1.50, maybe 130, 150 watts. And that's going into an antenna that I made up myself and stuff like that. But that's the deal. But we are, the Mid-Atlantic coast, the same deciduous forest as Virginia or New York State. But I'm on a 4-lane divided highway, and there's a good amount of room around the car, so that might explain the nearly steady signal strength. Kilo 3, Romeo Tango Alpha Motor.
Yeah, okay, 5 minutes. Yeah, you see you came up again really good, and the audio is really starting to get clear. So, the call again is Kilowatt 0 Radio Whiskey Bravo, red, white, and blue is the call, and that's what you would put into the search bar on YouTube to find the channel, and then you'd look for the video with today's date on it, which should be the one at the top anyway. And then you could go back and listen to the audio. For mobile, I've heard a whole lot worse. So it's really nice and interesting that you're doing that well. The signal's holding steady fairly good. So congrats to you as well. So yeah, we've had some fun with this. We've done a few adjustments with the mic and the radio. I think we've got it dialed in okay. And when I listen to it on the playback, it sounds like me. So that's how it is here as well. So, well, listen, I'll let you go. We've got time for a few more contacts, and we have to shut it down for the day. We got a tap on the shoulder, which means that we're being summoned. So, hey, thanks again. Happy motoring. Thanks for giving us a call. Look for us again. We're out here at 2 o'clock Central for a few hours, and take a listen, take a look on YouTube as well. And we'll say 7-3s for now. And look for us again. We'd love to pick it up when we left off. Kilo 3, Romeo Tango Alpha, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo, 7-3s.
Hey, thanks very much. I appreciate your time, and I know you can get somebody else in there and before you have to go and do what you need to do. Thanks so much. I appreciate it. 7-3, and be well, sir. K0RWB Mobile.
Roger, 7-3s. This is K0RWB in Kansas City. I've got time for a few more calls. QRZ.
Kilo Charlie 3, Romeo Echo Sierra.
Kilo Charlie 3, Romeo Echo Sierra. Afternoon, Peter. How are you?
I am doing fantastic today, sir. Thank you so much for coming back. Your signal is just absolutely fantastic today. You're 20 plus over, and the audio just sounds outstanding. Cheers, Pocono Bunny, Pennsylvania. And I'll tell you what, you have absolutely fantastic signal. Just marveled by it. Back to you.
Okay, Peter. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I can't take any credit whatsoever. It's got to be propagation and maybe equipment. We're trying to sound as though it is us. We don't want people to screech when they hear us, so we're trying to make it the best we can. I appreciate that. And the band seems to be in pretty good shape. It has been for the last hour and a half or so. We've gone East Coast, West Coast, and a few in between. So it's nice to see the band is open. Nice a chance to work into, I believe, Pennsylvania, you said. So I'm glad to see the band is open in there. I don't know for how long, but we've got you so far there. Go ahead.
USL, yeah. It's been open the better part of the afternoon. Everything I've been hearing, it's really been doing quite well. Quite a bit out to the West Coast. So I did not get your QTH when you on your way back. If you could just give me the QTH out there. K0RWB. This is KC3RES.
Yeah, no problem, Peter. The QTH, we are approximately 35 miles east of downtown Kansas City, Missouri. So we're central U.S., so we point left or right when we want to talk. Roger?
Okay, QSL. Yep. No, absolutely a wonderful signal for sure. So you're right. It is partly the band, but your audio is just as crisp and clean as it could possibly be. So did I hear you saying that you have this on YouTube as well? Go ahead.
Yeah, Peter, we do. We live stream every afternoon when we're on the air. We've been doing that now for about 8 or 9 weeks. Just to add a little bit something, to amateur radio, I know there's other stations out there that are doing this. I certainly am not the first. I won't be the last. And we're having fun with it. We are able to put our radio screen onto the YouTube channel as well. So you'll get to see your signal report, and you'll actually get to hear your audio. So if you want to listen to our QSO or playback, you would just go to YouTube and put in my call sign, and then look for the video, today's date video, and then you'd be able to listen to our QSO, see how your audio sounds to you there, Roger.
QSO, that's wonderful. I will do so. That'd be very interesting. To tell you the truth, I'm actually a fairly new ham, or I should say reham. I've only had the license now for about 2 months. Went and got the technician and the general on the same night. I had been a ham for many, many years. Back when I was a kid, I had one license as a novice when I was about 11 or 12 years old. And of course, the way things go, life gets in the way, and well, here we are back again and just having a blast. I've had this radio that I'm speaking to you on for quite some time. It's a Kenwood TS-130S, and believe it or not, the antenna that I have up right now is a 10-meter dipole, only up about 20 feet, if that, and using a tuner to get out. We still have lots and lots of snow and ice on the ground, so just hoping to get out there to put up some more antennas. So I'd be interested in hearing how the signal was. Back to you, K0RWB, KC3RES.
Yeah, okay, Peter. I would check something here quickly. Your audio is garbled, whether you've got a loose mic connection on the rig or with a cable coming out of the mic itself. You might look at that or make sure your connections are tight. I'm still able to understand what you're saying, but I'm not saying it's driving too hard, but it's kind of got a little noise on the end of it, a little bit of a garble type sound, as though maybe there's a connection that's not tight or what have you. I would certainly, give a glance over real quick to make sure that everything is tight for you, just to be on the safe side there, Roger.
Roger, I appreciate that. Well, the processor up as well, and turn the mic gain down a little bit. Let's see if that made any difference whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean, that really cleaned it up. And you're a little bit more audible. It was okay before. I could understand you, but that really seemed to get a little bit cleaner there. So maybe you can find a little happy medium there. You'd be okay, Roger.
Well, Roger, I appreciate it. Well, I won't take up any more of your time. I certainly appreciate the contact and definitely the cues out. I'll be interested to listen again and definitely look for you on YouTube for sure. I'm sure there's a bunch of guys out there waiting to speak to you. So I'll let you go on your final. K0RWB. This is 183RES. Thanks. Have a great day. Definitely great.
Yeah, okay, Peter. Yeah, before you go, just so I don't know if I mentioned it, each Wednesday we do a gift card giveaway. We've got a local amateur radio store that provides that. If you're interested in being considered for it, be eligible, however you want to put it, all we ask is you subscribe to the channel, go over to the chat side, and type in your call sign, and then type in it to win it, so we know you want to be considered for the giveaway. We'll be doing that drawing tonight and contacting the winner via an email off of QRZ. So again, if you're interested, you can certainly type your information in. And we try to promote and buy local. It's a win-win for the winner. It's a win-win for me. It's a win-win for the local operator as well. So anyway, 7-3s. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for giving us a call for sure. And welcome back to the hobby. Nice to have you back. And I'm sure things will get bigger and better for you as time goes on. And but you hear us, give us a call back. I'd love to work you again as well. Kilo Charlie 3, Romeo Echo Sierra, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo, 7-3s.
7-3. Thank you so much.
Okay, and we'll clear. We got time for one more call. If there's any other stations out there, QRZ, any station, anywhere.
Alpha 1. It's Juliet Alpha.
Well, I've got to end on a great note here. I'd like to work everybody, but I got a tap on the shoulder. But if I don't get back to Mark, he's going to come to my house in the middle of the night and knock on the door until I answer. So I'm going to go ahead and respond to Mark now. Alpha 1, India Alpha. Good afternoon, my friend. How are you?
Better yet, my friend, I'm going to set my drums up on your driveway at 2 o'clock in the morning, my friend. How you doing, Randy? K0RWB from AA1IA or 5 and 9 Daytona Beach.
Hey, no problem, Mark. Missed you the last couple of days, but hey, I'm glad you're in there. And yeah, you know, what a way to end on a good note, man. Get myself a chance to talk to a Marine and on the beach. Man, what's the downside here? Yeah, you're more than welcome to come to my driveway at 2 a.m. with the drums. I'll just grab the guitar and we'll just jam out there, Roger.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun, Randy. Well, we've been conspicuously absent lately. The past week we had a very successful bike week over here in Daytona Beach, and I had an abundance of gigs all over the area here with my local band called Stick Shift Cadillac, and we just caused all kinds of trouble all over the place with all the nice bikers that came down to the area. That's what we've been up to. Won't keep it too long, but just wanted to say you're sounding good today. I like the current display you got up here, and sounds good. Like to watch the display, my friend. Over.
Yeah, 5 minutes. Well, we changed this yesterday, and again, Mark, I value your opinions. What we did is we moved the radio display to the bottom of the page and left the other information at the top. You like that set up a little better?
Yeah, I do. I also like the fact that you're not running any amplifier receive. Over.
Yeah, you know, we have to be honest here. You know, the signal is what it is, and I think people would appreciate that more. And you know, I can't flub it because they can watch it themselves. So if I told you, Mark, you're 20 over, and you come back and you watch the playback and you're 5 and 5, 5 and 7, you're probably not going to be very happy with me. So let's just take it for what it is. As long as we can make the contact, that's the thing that I'm looking for. But Anyway, so did you go over to Bike Week? Did you participate, or you just had to deal with the consequences?
No, I actually can't stand the event myself. It's just it's a nut house, but I like to play the music, and I like to entertain the bikers, and then as soon as the gig is done, I hang out and socialize the appropriate amount of time, and I'm gone. I don't drink. I don't hang out. That's it. I do what's required and get out of Dodge, man. Those bikers are crazy. Over.
They're an interesting bunch. We used to belong to a club here in the area. We no longer have the bike, so that kind of went to the wayside. But I know in my dealings, they give you the shirt off your back. They play hard and work hard, but they've got a good heart. The ones that I've dealt with, Roger.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Great people. When I say crazy, I mean it in a good way. Nothing but mostly people our age, my age, and I don't know how old you are. You look like you're right about there with me. But we had a good time. We have a good time every year. So hey Randy, we'll say 73s, and we know you're trying to get out of there, and maybe you might want to work a couple more. Won't keep you too long. I'm set up I set up an audio here with a little bit of extra of what do we got? The processor's in here a little heavier than usual. I'm right up to the wall as far as pushing out as much as I can, just to take advantage of the use of your service here. So we'll just see how it sounds. I definitely appreciate the contest and have entered, and we'll say 73 to you, my good friend, and hope to catch you in there again real soon. And we'll turn it over to you for the final. K0RWB, good day. God bless, sir. AA1IA.
Yeah, okay, Mark. No, I like it. I like the change you made. The audio is great. Yeah, as far as for an instant, you were at the noise level, but could still hear you. The meter was hardly moving, and then it jumped back up to 5 and 7. Maybe it's that time of day. I'm not sure, but I didn't lose you at all audio-wise. I like what you've done. I changed this up a little bit, Mark. I'm not even running with the mic EQ. This is with mic EQ off. So the rest was the settings that we put in the rig, which came from a friend of mine's 101 MP. So I made a slight change on the mids. Otherwise, it's identical to a 101. So that should give you an idea. You and I were probably really close on the settings, but no worries. I always stick around for the ones that really intrigue me. So I have no problem sticking around for you, my friend. You give me your time, I'll give you my time. That's how it works. But always fun talking with you, and you never cease to amaze me there, Roger.
Okay, I appreciate the flowers there, Randy. I hope you have a great one, and we'll catch you soon.
Okay, 5 minutes, and keep your fingers crossed. Who knows what happens tonight? But if not tonight, we're going to be doing the drawing for the next couple of weeks. So we'll see what happens. But it means a lot. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to my guy here in town. His name is Dan, and again, all the information of how to redeem the certificate would be in the envelope that I'll be mailing out. So as long as your address is good in QRZ, we're going to email first and notify the winner, and then verify the address and so forth. But should be fun. We're looking forward to it. I think everybody else as well. We've had a really nice turnout. Lots of people have put their name in the hat, so to speak. And you never know, my friend. You could be it, and I'm hoping it's worthwhile. I think it will be. I really anticipate it being well. So anyway, 7-3's Mark, and always a pleasure. Hopefully you've shoveled your snow off the sidewalk for the day. You probably put on 3 different layers of sunscreen this time of year. Wouldn't surprise me. Anyway, thanks again, and look for us real soon. Always a pleasure to talk with you. Enjoyed it. And I want to see a picture with the Marine shirt without the sunglasses. I can't really tell anybody until I see their eyes. 7-3's, brother. We'll talk with you soon. Alpha Alpha 1 to India Alpha, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo, 7-3's.
7-3.
This is K0RWB, Randy, Kansas City. We'll be clear in QRT.